afternoon. It is a Monday. It is a Monday. Dragnos, good to see you. Howdy, Jackal. Hey, Raymond. And yes, meds have been taken. Howdy, Rhino. Hey, Knockanocks. Wade and Rhino, I'm sure that PTU is probably going pretty darn rough. Hey, Temple. You know, Temple, I tried replacing the Android keyboard. I don't know, I hate typing on a phone. Like, I can do it fast. I just don't enjoy it, you know? Like, I was at some museum a while back, and they had a keyboard next to, like, an Android phone on a little tether. And it's like, which one can you type faster on? And I didn't realize that maybe, just maybe, we're now at an age where some people, you know, like younger folks and whatnot, can type faster on a phone than they could like an actual keyboard. Yeah, Alex, it's probably gonna go terribly. Ooh, a whole sea run, huh? You know, I've not had very many of those. They all tend to go to pot. Hey, Labriscus. I hope everybody who's been playing the PTU has enjoyed their ships. I know everybody's been salivating over the Polaris and, well, you know, the Starlancer. But yes, Raymond, that is correct. There's supposed to be a new one dropping sometime tonight. You know, Labriscus, I'm not sure. Because the thing is, the Caterpillar's got some issues right now. Especially with, you know, its cargo being partially screwed up by that invisible thing inside the first module. But at the same time, even if you fix that, the ship still has so many issues, you know? And I love my Caterpillar, and I want those issues to get fixed, but it just... it's taken so long, and I'm so tired. So very tired, you know? Man, PTU really is chugging along today, isn't it? Hey, Stout. Hey, Manraka. Yeah, still Timble, and like the fact that you actually got it to work, you know, is impressive. Because half the time the whole seat does not work for me. And Stout, we're not doing a whole lot. I mean, I just got in, so. Yeah, Arik, I'm already noticing the bits of delay, the frame rate chug. Howdy, Via. Hey, Sarone. And yeah, Rhino, that's probably the best place to go for it, but I want to do things with it, you know? Oh my goodness. Although those things might be reduced to station-to-station trading. Actually, Rhino, you know, your name reminds me. Where's the closest place that I can actually pick up some rhinos? Does Baijini have rhinos? Hey, Brian. You know, Stout, you do. Thank you for reminding me. I should pick one up while I'm here. I should pick one up while I'm here. Good eye, that man. Yes, Aaron? Sell me on it. I mean, I'm already gonna have it. I'm already sold on it. Just sell me on it. Oh, if Area 18 has the rhinos, and I'll just pick up everything I need in one-stop shop. Hey, Stacks. Good God, Via, really? 750,000 a pop? Or maybe people won't launch them all willy. I say that they will, because you could just torch them all and then reclaim the ship. Brian, there should be 141 Daymar, right? Was that in live or PTU? Now, you know, I say the word should be. With Star Citizen, should and are sometimes two separate things. Really, Jack? I had decent luck quantuming on Friday night, but again, that was also Friday night, so... Oh, yeah. With this chug, I can't wait to get out of the city. You know, Jack, I wonder... Okay, so Jack, there's this little... I don't even know if you would call it a bug, but an issue sometimes. When you say you weren't able to jump, was it telling you that every destination was blocked? Or was it just failing to jump? Brian, I'll try to take a look in PTU. Hey, Vlad. Good to see you, man. Howdy, Max. You know, Jack, it also might just be PTU jank as well. I don't know if you've noticed, but this is not the smoothest running patch we've ever had. Hey, Justin. Oh, Vlad, what's going on with the day? Scary Christmas movie. Is it Krampus? Is it Krampus? I like old Krampus. What an idea. Beating children for Christmas. Like Santa Claus can't do it, so he has to hire some other guy to do it. Oh, Jack, that actually happens a lot. I would keep trying. Basically, like, you have to click once and then wait several seconds. And half the time it'll stop.
Now arriving.
You know, Brian, I think we're gonna go with the the Starlancer today. I really want to mess with it, you know, hauling wise. Though granted, we're gonna have to get away from Area 18. Yeah, Max, I mean, we can actually see what our FPS is. I just figured there's no point, you know? That's right, Temple. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I'll beat each and every one of you.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Who've served in the forces. Or service, depending on how your country calls it. Have yourselves a quiet and overall productive, or at least enjoyable Veterans Day. And may the VA always tell you that your problems are definitely service related. Especially involving anything with 3M.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
I don't know, Temple. Like, I've thought about it, but maybe once, you know, taking video gets a little smoother. Well, you know, Lathamere productive could be like, you know, I got lunch today. It doesn't have to be like I generated profit for a company or something like that. It could just be, you know what? I got some ice cream and it was pretty good.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Hey, Death. Howdy, Adrian.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Oh, yeah, Alex. You go off grid, you can really squeeze a lot more in there. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days.
Goodbye.
Tell you what, that new patch cannot come soon enough. You know, Vlad, I also had Chinese for lunch. Oh, drag no subs, sorry. Honestly, Death, I think I'm gonna save Polaris box delivery for a day with a smoother patch. As much as I want to do it, I don't think this build is smooth enough for that.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Oh yeah, wait, it'll definitely be ready. Granted, we might have to change our definition of ready.
Please visit.
Oh, just pops on it. Is it really sharp? Oh, you know what? I just realized something. You know what? I'll grab the Atlas at a station. It's fine. It's fine. Or maybe I'll grab it at an outpost. You know, Raymond, I don't think we've ever actually had like a national silence thing in my time that I know. Like, I'm sure that somewhere in America it's been observed. I've just never been in a location or an area that did it. Yeah, Death. Well, they finally updated the lists, so I've got the Polaris on my, you know, for Evocati testing. It's just, we see how bad these frames are. So hopefully once we get out of ArcCorp, things will calm down. Hey, Babu too. Yeah, Ark, dude, this patch is really bad. I don't know what the issue is. Like, is it the Polaris? Is it too many triangles? Yeah, Coyote, that's true. But I want to do more than just walk through it, you know? I get you want to go do stuff with it. You know, Kenshi, I remember the Evocati tests when they were testing the 890. And it's like, we want to make sure that the game can even handle an 890 being in-game. And then it was just like, everybody spawn as many 890s as you can. Vlad, are you talking about, mining place? Wouldn't be Humboldt, would it? Hey, Sapper. Yeah, Labriscus, because not only are they going to be flying them around, it's also going to be at New Babbage. Which, you know, has never exactly been known for its non-demanding performance. Oh, Levski, yeah, Levski, man. God, Levski. Sadly, it's not back in yet. We won't see it till 1.0, and that's probably at least 2 years away. Yeah, Brian, you know, I'm not really worried about... Okay, here's my thing. You throw down an empty soda bottle, and, like, it persists. Oh, ooh, okay, sorry. Sneasels there. So what? Like, wow, it can persist. Do we need it to? You think so, Rhino? That would be nice to see. You know, Kenshi, I think it'll come before the end of the year. It might not have all its features, but it'll come. I hope so, Raymond. I hope so. I'll go pick up some cargo from Terra. Why not? Oh, look at that. Frames are so much better now. So much better. I wish there was a way to keep these doors open all the time. It is nice that as big as this ship is, there's only 2 doors between you and the elevator to exit. That is nice. Okay, so if you're sitting here... No, Scott, not at all. I said hi. What's up, man? I am coming through, right? No, man, not at all. I'm sorry. Did I miss anything? Oh, I don't like it putting me out that way, though. But no, Scott, not at all, man. Although I just realized something. No, maybe it's even. Oh, no, Scott. No, you're good, man. I think... Dude, I think in, like, maybe all the years I have been streaming now, which is probably, like, what, 4? I'm gonna go with 4. 3 or 4. I think maybe all of 2 to 3 people have ever actually done anything to offend me. And they were blatantly on purpose, and they were like trolls just passing through. So yeah, no, I don't think you guys got anything. Hey, too fast. Thank you, man. And a happy and reflective Veterans Day to you. Oh, Christian, it wasn't anything worth losing sleep over, for sure. Hey, Firebrand. Sapper, I'm liking it a lot. I'm gonna go move some cargo with it. I decided to jump very far away so frames would actually work. Oh, thank you, Scott. I won't lie. You know, I've been tilted a time or two. Usually because, let's be honest, Star Citizen will test the patience of just about anybody. For example, this bug where I just slowly start looking down. This is useful. This is super useful. Super duper useful. There we go. Oh, Lenny, that is top 5 offensive things right there, Lenny. Top 5 right there. In fact, my local cinema is going to be having a movie about the little drummer boy, and I will not be attending. I refuse, ever. That is my most hated song. All righto. Thank you, man. Thank you, Rhino. Oh, Sapper!
Torpedo burrito.
Man, actually, Sapper, you're not wrong, man. I almost ended up falling asleep. I had a succulent Chinese meal, and the sodium and carb overload not only almost knocked me out, but sent my little glucose monitor into a bit of a tizzy. Thank you, Sapper. And yeah, Vlad, what's your question, man? Ah, yes, Adrian, that's definitely it. That is definitely it. Yeah, see Scott, see Brian. I'm just going to ignore those right there. Oh, Christian, not you too. Okay, that's my thing. That is like 90% of the song. The parumpa pum pum. You take that out, it's a 20-second song. Yeah, Alex. Dude, I had a... All right, Lenny, let me ask you a question. Let me just... You know what? We're going to go over this one more time. For those of you who don't know the lore of this channel, Little Drummer Boy is my most hated song. Like, I hate most Christmas songs because a lot of them are very lazy, or at least lazily done. But Little Drummer Boy is the worst offender. That's right, Squid. A succulent Chinese meal? I see you know your judo well, sir. But anyway. Alright, so Lenny, let me just throw a situation at you, alright? So let's say you're the Virgin Mary, alright? And it is... Actually, I guess it's before Jesus times, isn't it? Coyote.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Thank you, Coyote. Thank you, man. But yeah, like, okay, let's say you're the Virgin Mary, all right? And you are literally at the turn of Jesus times, all right? Like, you know, the dude has just popped out. And, you know, epidurals don't exist. You're having to, like, birth a kid. Just doing everything analog, you know? So, you're hanging out. You've done that. You're trying to rest up. And this 5-year-old pops up with a drum. Now, parents, let's be honest. Have you ever enjoyed your child starting out on an instrument? Because you know someone that does not like you has bought your child like a recorder or like the little flute from Cracker Barrel or whatever else. And those are bad enough. But imagine that you just popped out a kid and suddenly some tyke comes up with a percussive instrument, all right? Like, you know, it's not a harp or a dulcimer or whatever, or like a mandolin. It's not a soothing instrument. It's a drum. Wait. Thank you, Wade. Thank you, Wade. Hey, it's getting close. I can't even say that it's like, you know, not my birthday anymore. But no, that's the thing, Death. Like, he's not good. Literally, it's in the song. Like, yes, thank you, Scott. The ox and the lamb kept time. Like, what is the job of a drummer? What does a drummer do in a band? They keep time. If you're telling me an ox and a lamb, animals not famously known for their ability to keep a tempo, had to keep time for the drummer, it is not a good drummer. Thank you, Metformin. Hey, it's getting close. It's what do I got? Like 14 days? Thank you, Metformin. Well, no, Death, but they had ways to measure. They knew how to keep a beat or a tune. Like, okay, the entire story sounds like what a child would shout at you while you're trying to do chores around the house. Like something they just made up. It's like, and then I went and I looked at like the little baby and I didn't have anything to give. So like I played my drum and the animals joined in and the baby smiled at me and it's like, oh, that's nice, dear. Go play with your tablet. Please, God, for the love of anything, just give me 5 minutes of peace. Like that's what the story sounds like. Well, no, Raven, not digital, just like, you know. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. I feel like out of all the birthdays, I have definitely had the most, you know? Definitely had the most. I have had hundreds of birthdays at this point. Hey, Bladehawk. Well, you know, Blade, we're actually gonna go run some cargo with the Max and see how it feels. A Drake of a song. How dare you, Christian? Well, yeah, well, John, you know what I mean. Like, you know, she's having to, you know, as the kids say, raw dog it. Like, you know, like there's no like epidurals, no anesthesia, no. I don't know, maybe they had some sort of flour or something back then they could chew up for the pain, but I'm just saying, you know, you pop out a kid and suddenly some tot pops up with a drum and starts banging on it. Like sometimes the best thing you can do for somebody is to not be there. Like, when you're a child, sometimes the best gift of all is silence. You know, John, you're not wrong there. I mean, like, okay, what is the rules about drinking alcohol during the birth? Like, can you have it right after? Like, what? Are there any doctors here who could commentate on that? Yeah, exactly, Coyote. Like, you know, they westernized the drums. Exactly, Rhino. And yet we have an entire song about having to hear a child. Sapper, no. I'm not that heartless. Exactly, Scott. And again, like, if the animals have to keep time for you, you're doing something. Like, I just, yeah. But like, I don't know about you guys. Like, I haven't finished the Bible. I've read a lot of it. I ain't finished it, but I've read a lot of it. And there ain't a little Dermer boy in there. So like, at best, it's fan fiction. So, like, it's fan fiction about a drummer boy going on about how good he was that Jesus himself, as a baby, an age group not known to enjoy loud percussive sounds, really enjoyed his drumming. It was just, yeah. All right, 6 of those. I mean, Sapper, he had to. He had to, dude. Either that or it was all BS, and he's a very naughty boy. Yeah, Timble, I'm sure I'll get demonetized for that or something, or... You know, like, somehow the term has entered, like, the general lexicon of just doing things in a sort of analog way. It's like, oh, yeah, I'm not gonna, like, you know, watch movies or listen to anything this flight. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna RD it. Oh, Gold, I'm ranting about Little Drummer Boy again. Yeah, exactly, Scott. That's what it's like. It's like, yeah, man, like, even the animals were like, whoa. That is exactly what the song, like, nowhere in the song is it like, you know, I tried my hardest, and I hope it was okay.
Welcome to the
See, Christian, I think she was just being nice. I think she was being nice. And why the crap do I have 2 atlases? Oh yeah, right. But there is, like, listen, like, you know, not to get into like a huge religious debate or anything, but
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has been delivered to the follow. Please visit us again.
There's some bits. There's some bits in the Bible, and you're just like, whoa, that doesn't get put on the side of billboards in a small Arkansas town. I ever tell you guys about the Bible that I have? I don't know if I ever told you guys the story. So back in the day, I worked at Best Buy in asset protection. And this dude comes in, kind of a scraggly, homeless-looking dude. And he walks up to my desk and he goes, I have a gift. And he puts this package on my desk, right there on the asset protection desk. And I think he's doing the thing where, like, someone gives you a thing and they hustle you for like 20 bucks or whatever. So I'm like, oh, no, man, I can't accept it. And I start to push it back across the desk. And he puts his hand on it and, like, just shoves it back. And he goes, no, you don't understand. This is for you. Which is kind of a sinister statement. And then he just leaves. And I'm like, okay. I have this man forcing a strange package on me, which I realize is out of context. It is a weird statement. But anyway, I'm like, man, I don't want to open this up and find out it's anthrax. I don't know, like a 2-day-old hot dog from Costco or something. So then I open it up anyway, eventually, after all these people have been crowding around my desk. And, it's this Bible. And it's not just like, you know, like some, like, gift Bible thing. No, this thing is like this leather-bound, with a leather cord, Indiana Jones style Bible.
Torpedo burrito.
Right, I want you to tell me more about Estepario. That's a name right there. Estepario. I like that. Please tell me that is a real person. But yeah, no, like it was this like super fancy dancy like something you would read in like the trenches of World War I, you know, like little leather bound cord and everything. Yeah, Sharp, I'm about to defer. It's more of like the I'm just telling the story of how it was obtained than anything. But funny enough, the same day we got this brand new dude working at the Geek Squad desk. And I'm already a little wigged out because, you know, some weird dude just came up and threw a Bible at me. So I'm sitting there looking at it, trying to figure out what to do with it. And I get a call at my desk. And it's a call from inside the store, from a voice that I do not recognize. And it just goes, "Have you read your Bible?" And then hangs up. And I was sufficiently wigged out enough where it's like, you know what? I'm not going home tonight. I'm gonna take the long way and stay at someone else's house. But yeah, that was how I acquired. Actually, I've got pictures of it somewhere. I'll upload it in the stream chat eventually. How I acquired this Indiana Jones action Bible. Hey, Phaedrus. Howdy, Jewel. Why? Now, Coyote, why would he be the best drummer in the world right now? What did he do? What has he done? Who does he drum for? Lars! No, no. You know, I'm gonna go with the guy from, like, Kansas. Or, like, that one, like, Japanese gopher mascot dude who just drums, like, super ridiculously. In that one clip. Oh, Phaedrus, not here. Not to me. Not to me. I'm here for the, what do you call this thing? I just realized I didn't buy the right amount of cargo. I should have bought double the cargo. Whoopsie doodle. Oh. We'll go back and buy the rest of the cargo here in a little bit. Hey, Steve, not bad today. Not bad at all. We know, Lenny. Okay, listen. I support children learning the arts and taking up instruments. Because here's the thing. Children are always going to suck when it comes to playing an instrument. But that's how you start. You get better. And that's fine. I happen to hate that one particular song. Hey, Baylock. Oh, not too bad. You know, Raymond, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of interested in the game, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I'm sorry, can I not go up the stairway? Kind of awkward to load this, isn't it? I can't. We see where we're loading it. You see, Scott, that's impressive. And I believe you entirely. And I'm not even going to ask you to cite a source. Come on. Come on. You can get over it. Or not. Alright, fine. I guess we'll just go ahead and, stack. Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine, Sharp. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Adrian, you know, like the Zeus suit? Like the little, oh. You guys remember when the Atlas came out? It was like super duper useful. Now it just kind of seems, I don't know, awkward. Like, I cannot see where I am placing this cargo. Maybe this would be easier to use without the Atlas. Ah, the Atlas. Yeah, it is very slow. You know, Schizoid, that's actually a very good point. Thank you. Try that after I place this one. Yeah, Rhino, that's fair. It does have that super quick placement. Hey, Quibelli. And Coyote, I will be messing around with the Polaris tractor beam. I just want to do stuff with my good old Starlancer first. 'Cause after all, this will be what I'm flying. More than the Polaris, anyway. Raymond, are we talking about the like the Argo truck? You know, Cabelli, I haven't been to Aberdeen in forever. Well, it ain't exactly delicate, but it gets it in there. Make sure we got it all the way. Yeah, looks like it's all the way. Yeah, Berlin, I'm learning. Oh, come on. There you go. Sorry, am I off by? I think I'm off by. Hey, goods. Am I off by one? No, that's where it's supposed to go. Oh yeah, now it places. Let's just max lift this. Let's just max lift this. Off grid? I mean, you could easily probably get 400 in here. I don't know if I'd use an Atlas to do it, but... Oh yeah, Lenny. It's great, too. Had a few economy issues when it first came out, but they've been sorted. You know, Sapper, I feel like that's actually a great time. Fortunately, it's just hydrogen, so, you know, that's not explosive, right? That's never exploded in the history of anything. Well, you see, Timble, the Atlas is great if you need to go over, like, a long distance. Like, you see how slow this is? Like, the max lift definitely gives us more, what's the word? Precision. But if I just need to toss a bunch of boxes very quickly and let someone else sort them out on the end, then the Atlas is good. Granted, I don't really use the Atlas. Yeah, see, like what Cerrone said. I mean, we could try to stuff it, see what we can get. Yeah, Alex, good deal, man. You like that? You like that mouse wheel? Helps, don't it? Like, I'm not even moving my mouse wheel right now. Although I hate how the ceiling here makes your boxes dip down. There we go. All right, let's go require more cargo since I did not buy the correct amount. Let's see, I should have 2 16s. Which means I need 6 more. It is Dragnos, and I love this blue paint. Oh, Rhino, there's a few that have plenty of buttons. You looking for like that, like the 9 to 12 key button style? Yeah, Raymond? Got yourself a pickup truck, huh? We'll make an Arkansan out of you just yet. You know, Corbelli, I can see that. I can see that. You know what? We're here. Why don't we... Yeah. And we'll just mess around if we got to. You know, Raymond, I've thought about picking it up. I just don't know what I would do with it. You know? You know, V, I've never really played a farm simulator game. Like, I played a lot of Eco, which is, you know, like there is farming, but it's not a farm sim. And I did a lot of farming in Rust. So this is gonna sound dumb, Via. I like farming in games where farming is not the focus of the game. If that makes sense. Like, Farm Simulator, probably won't play it. But if you've got a Rust server, I will cross-pollinate all day long. Till I've got a genetic sequence on some corn that I like. Oh, Parker. You know, Parker, I really like the Polaris. I don't think I'll be picking one up though. One, it's so expensive. So expensive. Ooh, what is going on? Frame rate chug is really starting up again. I guess I've been in station too long. I mean, Blade would be nice. I wonder if the Kraken will. If the Kraken gets updated to the Polaris loaner. Oh boy, we're gonna have some fun. Yeah, Parker, it's getting rough. See, this is where the Atlas would come in handy, right here. Now, Sharp, that is true. I mean, like, unless you're chasing down, like, the Miles Eckhart Idris or doing Xenothreat, not a lot to do with it. Unless you have a very organized group, and even then, you're basically punching other people's Polarises. Like, as many Polaris as I've seen, it's like, man, now I know how CIG funds stuff. Goods, just trading normally, but it's a very low-end trade. I just wanted to, basically see how it would handle it on a regular day, you know? Granted, this patch is making it very difficult. Howdy, Blam. Blam, I think I saw something of yours on Reddit the other day, and I'm trying to remember what it was, but it looked really, really good. I just remember seeing your name on it. It's like, oh, wait, I know that guy. You know, gold, that would be nice. That sounds right, Blam. That sounds right. I do remember whatever it was looking really good. I apologize for not being able to remember exactly what it was, because it's been a few days. And I was probably about to doze off in bed. Oh, no. This is one of those. They've got to fix this. The invisible wall and hangers. Oh, still. Nice to be able to give proper credit, especially for anything artistry, you know? Think of how many times folks make something and then somebody else runs off with it, goes viral with that jerkwad, and the artist never actually gets the credit. So goods, I've messed around a little bit with it. There's been a lot of issues with doing trade in 4.0. There's some very high-end stuff in very small packages in Pyro, but I haven't really got to do a successful trade yet. Either planets start disappearing, or certain other things don't work. Well, Screaming, I would love to do 32s, but half the time you show up to a place and they won't even take 32s. So, just to make sure that I'm getting the gameplay that I'll probably get with things like gold and barrel and whatnot, I'm limiting myself to 16s. I would love to do 32s. I would say I picked up, you know, gold at SMO 18 or whatever. They're never gonna give it to me in 32s, because for some reason CIG made it where you could buy cargo from a place, but it's not physically able to give you that cargo. It would be really fun if you could have stairs that just came down right there. You know, Parker, that's a good question. I asked that, and no one ever told me. Nobody ever told me. Or like this, okay. I can't reach this from here. I have to hop. You gotta hop to hit it. Why? Why do you gotta hop to hit it? Yeah, Justin. Yeah. Only 2 places. Daymar and Microtech. Silence, auto-loading works at stations and cities. So basically places with hangars. Not at outposts. Hey, kid. Well, yeah, Sarone, but how come I can pop open a C2, you know? Wait, Gold, is there a button on the lift? Hold on. Now I gotta go bring it down and look at it, because you said that. How have I missed that button? Hold on, let me come out here. Yeah, Silence, half the time it doesn't work, or it'll take your money but not give you your cargo. Oh, I am an idiot. It's literally right in front of me. So Scott, if you go to an outpost, you can buy cargo in size 32 boxes, but the freight elevators aren't big enough for size 32 boxes. Like, it allows you to buy cargo that it cannot load. It's a wonderful design. And there's nothing that tells you this. So a lot of newbies buy their cargo and they go, hold on, I just spent $3 million in cargo. How come I can't get this on my ship? And then people tell them and then they feel bad. Yeah, it's a great design, and they haven't done anything to fix it yet. Hey, Boris. Oh, right. You know, Scott, that's what we're all asking. In fact, Scott, I actually made a huge post in Spectrum talking about how much trade sucks right now. And oh, thank you, Sharp.
Torpedo burrito.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I probably don't deserve that. I should have spotted that button Friday night. Come on, let me in the seat. Come on. Thank you, Sharp. But no, like, so I made this huge post in Spectrum. Over 200 votes. Not a single Picard palm, which is a record for me in my book, because, you know, it's the downvote of Spectrum. And silence, crickets, absolutely nothing from CIG. So sad. Because cargo is in a terrible spot right now. And not a single peep on anything involving it. Oh, it does, Gears. I was expecting to be, you know, vilified and all that. Right, Boris? I didn't think it was possible. And yeah, like, okay, Boris, between the Polaris and this thing, the Starlancer is definitely the winner in my book. Like, the Polaris is nice, but I'm not blowing up a lot of people. I'm not blowing up a lot of people. Aw, Ken. Thank you, Ken. Thank you, man. That's right, only 11 days. In fact, I think the Misk is on my birthday, which is appropriate for this thing. Now, Gears, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like, generally, I stay away from both. Because I'm not going to really achieve what I want, but sometimes you want to make your voice heard, you know? You know, I was gonna try to sell at one of the planetary locations. Now that I'm thinking about it, do I want to? Like, how badly is that gonna mess me up as far as FPS goes? You know what? Let's take it to Pyro. We'll sell it at Pyro. Why not? We'll do the world's smallest Hull C run. Oh yeah, Moss. Man, that that rock could have been me. They did a great job. And no, Adrian. IAE will be the 22nd. Starts the 22nd. You know, it says my quantum fuel is 8 million at the top. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Gold, you gonna get one? Can we talk about something? Can we talk about how the exit button is way too close to the MFD changeover button? Like, that's a bad design, right? Like, you're trying to go through this and then suddenly, like, oh no. Like, I hope I wasn't trying to get to an MFD I need in combat. Phaedrus, I like it. Like, I have some seriously minor nitpicks. Like, okay, that was a minor nitpick. But aside from that, man, it is a ship, my dude. It is a ship. And not a bad one at that. Have you had the, have you got to go through it yet? Have you had the tour? Ooh, really plastic. Did you get a good deal on it? It's like this giant tube. It feels very Drakey, you know? Like, you're telling me we couldn't have made that slightly smaller and put it inside the wall? Like, we've got just enough exposed tube for me to be like, ah, yes. This is my ship. You know, Sharp, I think that's an issue with ladders in general. I've had several ladders that I have mounted before where I just get stuck near the top. Ah, that's fair, Phaedrus. You're still getting settled in too, aren't you? Ooh, gold, you're right. This thing does have the pull table that the Polaris lost. I wonder. Oh, how I wonder. And I shouldn't do this. Because I know that I'll lose it. Come on, give me... There we go. Well, that didn't go how I wanted it to. Oh God. Now, Warden, that's fair. Like, the asymmetry is kind of awkward. I mean, Vaders, I was just seeing if I could, place guns and stuff on here for quick access. And, turns out I can't. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Where's ball storage on this thing? I'm going to assume it's right here. That's gotta be it, right? They wouldn't make a pool table and not have ball storage, or now that I think about it, pool cue storage. No. They... Ooh. Where do you put your cues? Where do you put your cues? Whiskey. I did that the other day with 3 turret gunners. Well, technically it was an MRT. And it took a lot longer than I expected. All right, I've gone too far. Yeah, but Blam, there's got to be like a secondary rack to hold it at the tippy top, Oh, are we out of... I guess we're out, okay. I wanted to go look at my cargo. Well, Lenny, there's an air hockey table, I think, in what? The Idris? The Javelin? Oh, yeah, derp. It's an excellent little ship. I say that. It's not little at all. But it is an excellent ship. I mean, look at this. This is so nice. Raymond, you're never gonna let me let that go, are you? Hey, Gideon. Congratulations for what? Howdy, Jed. How goes the day? Let me in. Scott, funny you bring that up. I'm sure I've brought this up a lot, but the game Pulsar Lost Colony, there's actually a crew table in every single ship. And if you sit down at it, you can actually play Liar's Dice with, all the other members of your crew. And it's a fun way to pass the time when you're not, needed for anything. Or somebody has to go AFK, or like you're in a long jump. Oh, on my birthday. Why, thank you, Gideon. I mean, I've still got a few, days to the actual day of the birth. Honestly, Jen, I don't think so. Like, it's a chunkier Taurus. Like, picture it like that. Like, it's fatter than a Taurus, but you could use it pretty much just like one. I see no issue with running it solo. Like, it might take a little bit longer to load than a Taurus, since you have to approach it from like 3 different angles, like rear, side, other side, but even then, it's not bad. Phaedrus, it's actually a yellow paint with blue underside. Once I get inside the hangar, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Oh, Gold.
Torpedo burrito.
Thank you, Gold. Although you of all people know it's not my birthday. You already got me a keyboard. A smashing keyboard, by the way. really enjoy this thing. For those of you who don't know, Gold built me this beautiful Transformers keyboard.
Torpedo burrito.
Oh, kid. You know I'm contractually obligated to say it's not my birthday. Thank you, guys. Phaedrus, no. Okay, hold on. Technically, that one actually does track. Okay. Okay. You got me on that one. Thank you, Phaedrus. And Gold, someday I will. Although with this one, I don't think I actually need to. Like, it's got everything that I need, plus a few extras. Like, what am I supposed to do with an F-13? Like, what would I even use that button for? I'm thinking about just making it copy F12, because sometimes I hit it on accident, thinking it's F12. Hey, DG! Oh, not a lot, just testing out the max, seeing how it feels for loading and unloading. Okay, fine. You know what? You're right. It is my birthday. There you go. Every day is my birthday. Does that work? Thank you, Gideon. I mean, Gold, you installed the switches, the caps. Like, you did all the work. You know, DG, I think it will be for a while. As many issues as the Caterpillar is having. Actually, you know what? This is a good test. While we're loading, we're going to leave this down and see if it goes up automatically. Because that is something we need to test. Hey, that's fair, Doberman. I don't know, let's see if this actually comes out or if it was stuck like last time. Oh, that actually came out a lot better. Came out a lot easier than the last time. But last time it was also bugged. Hey! Heck yeah, Goods. Thank you, man. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Yeah, DG, I'm gonna see if it goes up automatically while we're doing this unload. Gideon, not today. I tried it out Friday evening when it first launched. I do plan to try it out either later today or tomorrow, depending on how much time that I have. So I'll have to go a little bit after 5. Yeah, Gold, I could. I'm actually doing it this way just to kind of increase my time so I can watch that elevator. DG, did that ship have a name? Was it just a Planet Express? Yeah, Gideon, you like the Kona? Girlfriend is considering kind of in the neighborhood for a new car. Although I found out that you guys remember Scout? Owned by VW now, which, depending on how VW goes, they might not be anymore, but Scout's coming back with a new electric. And it don't look half bad, and it's got an over 300-mile range. And a little gas generator in the back where you can extend it up to 500 miles if you put a bit of gas in it. Which, again, is not out for production yet. It won't be for like 2-3 years, but it's kind of an interesting little thing. You know, it's also just nice to see Scout coming back. Hey, Apple. I mean, the cargo hold's a bit small for its size, but it's half decent to load and unload. And Gideon, I do appreciate it. There's been one parking in the neighborhood, and aesthetically, it's beautiful. But, you know, aesthetics don't decide dependability and ease of use. Well, Gold, I don't know if you've seen it, like, it's not in production yet, but we've got those sodium batteries that they're messing around with. And they don't look half bad. Like, you know, the big deal right now is getting them miniaturized. But, it'll be a thing by the time these things come. Oh, yeah, Scott. Like, that's what I would prefer. Like, you know, if I had to drive it. Personally, I'm gonna drive my Honda Fit till the wheels fall off. Phaedrus, it's... hold on. I'll get their website. They're making two different ones, an SUV style and a truck style. There's a Traveler and a Terra. And I wish it was more traditional Scout than SUV or truck. But it still looks pretty darn good. And honestly, I'm quite disappointed in what they did with the electric bus. You know, Blade, I would probably say, like, okay, like, you could argue apples versus oranges, because the C2 is huge. And, I mean, this is... Well, let's be honest, it is competing in the same market, size-wise. But the C2 obviously carries way more. Can hold more. But I would say for like a solo or two-man op, this is pretty darn good. I mean, Scott, you're not wrong about sodium batteries. Gek, I did. I decided on the FEF3, which I got it in, and man, I've been having issues. The pilot trucks, the spring is way too weak, and it derails on any curve I throw at it. Oh boy, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, it's been derailing on any curve I throw at it. And, hey! Thank you, DG. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. I promise not to embezzle it for toy trains. I say that. That might be a lie. That might be a lie. Thank you, Archicon. Good to see you again, too, man. And yeah, Phaedra, Scout actually got bought out by Volkswagen. But Volkswagen has been allowing them to kind of operate as their own independent thing. Like, they own it, but they don't particularly seem to care what Scout does, which might work out in Scout's best interests. That's right, Sapper. But yeah, so I got the FEF3 in, and the pilot trucks are... Oh, you know what? I'll solve it. Pilot trucks in the front are so weak that I can actually blow on them to derail them. Which isn't good, you know. But now, Coyote, I actually did try that. I gently presented an 18-inch radius curve to it, and it still derailed. You guys want to hear some amazing customer service? So the company I ordered it from, Lombard Hobbies, out of Illinois, called them up and I was like, hey, you know, I got this going on. You know, like it's derailing. You know, what should I do? Yeah. Thank you, Gag. Thank you, man. All right, I promise to spend that on trains. I do actually need a caboose. I haven't actually bought a caboose yet, which I feel like is sacrilege. But anyway, I called up Lombard's. And I was like, you know, hey, what should I do? And let me tell you about these guys. You guys want to talk about some excellent customer service? These dudes shipped me another FEF3. Now it's still in the post. It'll probably be here tomorrow. They're shipping me another one. And they told me once I get the other one to just stick the old one in that same package and send it back. Not like, oh, I gotta send it in for repair via warranty, or once they receive my old one, they'll, you know, ship me another one. No. These dudes are trusting enough and nice enough doing some gosh darn amazing customer service that they're gonna replace it first before I gotta send back the old one. And honestly, I was fine with just sending it in for repair so the springs would work. And they told me they would test the other one before they shipped it out to me. Like, that is amazing. You don't get customer service like that anymore. So, I gotta say, like, you guys, if you take up model railroading, Lombard Hobbies is definitely the way to go. You know, Blam, my engines need ballast. I've got a 4% grade. And about the maximum amount of cars they can handle is around 13 before they start to really struggle. Right, Phaedrus? Oh. And Gideon, the Ionic 5 would probably be okay. I'm gonna level with you. I haven't looked at the 5 too much. You know, Scott, reasonable is such a flexible word. Oh, Coyote, that would be nice. I mean, granted, I feel like since I do a lot of Star Citizen stuff, I might not be the most popular model train guy to cross promote, but man, that would be nice. I mean, shoot, if they could just throw some rolling stock my way every few months, and I'd be good. Well, you know, Blam, it's never too late to start. And then you go, my God, I've spent so much money on this. Why would I do this? And then you realize, hold on, I've said the exact same thing about Star Citizen. Except when I buy the choo-choo train, I actually get the train. And Scott, that's true. That's the reason I don't do RC planes. You mess up there, you're out of a plane. With a choo-choo train, if you lose control, well, it just comes to a stop. Yeah, see, Phagers, that's fair. Living in Arkansas, the range for electric vehicles becomes a huge issue. But if you're in a high density area, you can make those little tiny electrics work. I mean, Gek, that's fair. I've never seen, you know, train fans come to physical blows. Although the forums get just as spicy. Now, Shelby, that is true. You wire the rails wrong, and suddenly you got smoke coming out the train, but it's not the nice, happy smoke. It's the I done messed up smoke. And God forbid you solder a decoder wrong. Oh, really, Wald? Van Buren. I know Van Buren. I actually just drove through there about a month or two ago. I'm actually in North Little Rock. Yeah, I went through Van Buren on my way to Oklahoma. In fact, I think I stopped at the Brahms there in Van Buren. I'm a sucker for Brahms. Yeah, Gek. Oh, I've seen a few. Now, I've actually been through Waldron as well. I actually used to play GTA 5 with a guy from Waldron. Yeah, like, if we're just getting around Little Rock, it would be fine, Gideon. It's just, the problem is, like, oh, I want to drive up to the bookstore in Searcy. That's an hour one way. Or, oh, I want to go, I don't know, to El Dorado for whatever reason. I'm not going to El Dorado. There's nothing in El Dorado. I remember that, Blam. In fact, I think Rod Stewart donated to that. You guys know that Rod Stewart's like a huge train guy. Got himself a massive layout and everything. I mean, Raven, I'm sure that somebody who's like a Mopac fan has probably punched out a Southern Pacific guy before, but I've never seen it personally, you know? Yeah, Wald. Now I gotta tell you, I've actually gotta prune up my friends list because unfortunately I've hit the maximum as far as friends go. You know, I do wish these landing gear were just a little bit taller. Like, I know this is a commercial ship. It's not exactly going where no man has gone before, but it'd be nice to have a little bit more. Chaos, I'm enjoying them greatly. Yeah, see, Gek, I would love to model, like, English steam engines. And, you know, granted, it's probably because I grew up with, like, Thomas the Tank Engine and stuff, but I just really enjoy the aesthetics, you know, like that nice, like, you know, 30s to 50s English style. And you can't get those here. For some reason, model railroading is, like, segregated by region. Like, if you live in America, you can only buy American locomotives. Nobody wants to make English locos for the American audience. Wald, if you do it, let me know. I'm always a sucker for a road trip, and I've actually been meaning to travel northwest. Want to go hit up the Crescent Hotel this holiday. After all the tourists have gone. See some actual snow, or at least enjoy the cold. Well, Phaedrus, right now, since I haven't even painted the foam yet, it depicts a flat pink wasteland. Well, that's no good. I thought about depicting Arkansas with it, but okay, I'm gonna tick off some model railroaders here. I'm just kind of doing whatever with it. Like, I ordered some Kato built stations, and those are Japanese as far as like their design. But I've also got some industries coming in that are just kind of, you know, whatever, random builds from Walthers. So it's going to be kind of like a mix and match. So, like, you know, a little bit of Japanese stuff here, American stuff there. You know, I might put in some stuff from Malvern, my hometown, just to be like, hey, you know, this is where I'm from. Gideon, we've got Kato, which is probably the top of the line. Bachmann, Atlas, Walthers. Not Walthers. Walthers makes buildings. Well, they may make trains. I don't know. Athern, Lifelike. Oh, Wald, yes. We're a big fan of Derail Valley around these parts. I am a sucker for Derail Valley. That and Railroader. Railroader is so good. Look at that. Let's just sell it all. Well, we didn't make much, but we moved it, and it wasn't that much of a pain. Let's buy some Degnus root or some Hephaestonite. Let's do the Hephaestonite. That's true, Gek. You know what, actually, if we are moving Hephaestonite, we can just buy 32s. Why not? Let's break our self-imposed rule. Let's just do it. Let's say screw it. Let's do it. So 6 of those. Let's just, you know, have some fun. 8 of those. Did my game just crash? It did. Please provide steps to reproduce crash. Here I sit, broken-hearted. I bought cargo. Game restarted. Trade is bad. And PTU worse. I'm used to losing cargo. But this is a first. Parenthesis, bought cargo at kiosk, Pyro station, gateway station, game CTD'd during transaction. That's right, Scott. Let's hear it once more.
That's Star Citizen, baby.
All right. And start the game back up. You know, Wald, I've always been a sucker for farming in games that aren't about farming. One day, I promise I will give Farm Simulator a fair shake. But it's like, you ever notice how you have more fun fishing in games that aren't about fishing than games that are dedicated to fishing? It's like something about their struggle to get the simulation part of fishing, they lose the joy of fishing. But you can jump into something like Sea of Thieves and have fun fishing all day. That's right, Sharp, and Sea Power is fun. Definitely fun. Like, it's got a few bugs, but by golly, I had a lot of fun the other night getting my boats blown up. And thank you, Nate. You know, Nate, we used to write these very long, complicated poems during crash reports, which, truth be told, not sure why they still keep me around in Evacati. You know, Wald, I oh so briefly had the Endeavor farming set. It seems super extra that they would let you farm on a ship before farming on a planet. But, you know, that's Star Citizen, baby. Oh, Raymond, easy, especially if you're using Chrome. Chrome is such a memory hog. That's right, Gek. See, the thing about a Polaris is, yeah, sure, it's super nice and you can rule the skies with it, but ruling the skies takes money. And I feel like America figured this out a long time ago. You don't have to be better than your enemy. You just have to out-economy your enemy. We can afford to field a bunch of ridiculous stuff. All right, I did buy. No, hold on, Scott. Are you getting drunk to the point that your head hurts, or is your head hurting so you're gonna go get drunk about it? Because either way, I approve. Hey, Bernard. Oh no, Bernard. 2 people is, I think, a perfect amount for the max. I mean, that's 2 people to load it fairly quickly. That's a tail gunner you got, or a front gunner. And yeah, no, I think that's a fine amount.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us.
I'm gonna guess because of the disconnect. I mean, Bernard, have you got to mess around with it yet? I'm actually about to load it. If you wanna see it in action, or at least loading action. Yeah, Sparkplug, that sounds about right. We'll just open the cargo holds. Ah, that's fair, Bernard. That's fair. Walk this thing off, because it's only going to get in the way. Really? 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 Okay. Steps to reproduce crash. I entered hangar full of joy to load cargo to my new misc toy. I hit a button to enter mech. I crashed to desktop. What the heck? So now I write this report to you. Instead of loading A box or two. I reload the game to try again. Thank you,
Torpedo
Ken.
burrito.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you so much. And yeah, Raymond, here we go. Here we go. I don't know if you can see it. I reload the game to try again. If it happens 3 times, you'll have one less friend. Nah, that sounds too ominous. Our session will end. There we go. How about that? We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Yeah, so I entered hangar full of joy to load cargo to my new misc toy. I hit a button to enter mech. I crashed your desktop. What the heck? So now I write this report to you instead of loading a box or two. If I reload the game to try again... Wait. No, wait. I reload the game to try again. If it happens 3 times, our session... There we go. We'll go with that. It's no Dostoevsky, but, you know. All right. Let's try that one more time, shall we? Oh yeah, Gek. We actually used to write out massive crash reports like this. They were fun times. Oh, thank you, Ricey. Yeah, Wald. Have a good day, man. Oh, you are welcome, Sparkplug. I feel like every crash report should be like that. Yeah, Parker, I might try. Well, Gideon, I'd like to. It's expensive, though. All right, let's try this again. Well, we're back. And tell you what, just for the sake of it, let's store the ship and bring it back up, because that is a very good point when it comes to disconnects. Sorry, I really appreciate this, like, whale belly cargo grid. It's fun. It's so fun. You know, Gek, I'm not gonna redo it or recite it, mostly because I forgot the words. But for extra credit back in like 10th grade, I performed a rap about knee replacement surgery.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
I was very cringe in high school.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Ricey, I don't blame you. I'm a sucker for it.
Vehicle
I'm honestly thinking about
selected.
replacing my
Stand
Zeus
by.
with the tack, or like melting it and applying my Corsair to attack.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please.
There you go, Gold. You know, that's probably gonna be my favorite episode in Voyager. For those of you who haven't seen it, there's a Moby Dick episode in Star Trek Voyager where there's this giant space creature that basically shows people what they want to see so it can eat them. And there's this guy who's been chasing it for years. And
vehicle retrieval system.
I forget his name, but the guy that got to play the Captain Ahab style dude is the same guy who does the narration for Medal of Honor and most of the Civilization games. And sadly, he's passed on now, but he just has a very satisfying Ahab voice, you know? Hey, it's alright. You know, Gak, I feel like you could say that for Star Citizen as well. This game definitely brings a lot of pain and suffering. Honestly, Blade, I feel like maybe it got overhyped, so once we actually got the ship, it wasn't the be-all, end-all that everybody thought it would be. And the cargo bay really left a lot of disappointment, especially for me. Because the grid is 128 SCU, but realistically, as far as like big boxes go, you can only use 64 of them. Everything else has to be 2 SCU boxes, or go on top in a very hard to manage 3-high grid. So it's not satisfying to load. Meanwhile, the grid on this thing is good and proper and everything right with the world. Yeah, sorry, like it's a little bit of pain, but you know, if you're in a hangar, you just load, you know, 2 to 4 boxes from this side and then everything else through the rear and the other one. Now, Scott, that is true, but it's only 3 high in the back. And it's not nearly as annoying. Like, is it still 3 high? Yo, yeah, sure. But it's not, you know, it's not, what's the word I'm looking for? Gas, it is not a thing anymore. Not unless you're at a station or a city. Hey, look at that. So easy. Hey, DPT. Now, Nate, that is true. I think they could expand the grid in the back. I mean, after all, it is called the Max. Not the adequate, but the Max. No, Knockanox. Sorry, I meant like the intro narrator. Because Leonard Nimoy did like all your scientific discoveries, where he read the quotes about each, each technology. I'm talking about, you give me a second, I can find the guy's name. But he did the opening narration for the first Medal of Honor game on PS1. I know he did the opening narration for Civilization 4. But yeah, like the blue and yellow paint really makes me think of like a seaplane just hanging out, tied up to appear on an island. Like it's got a really big tailspin vibe to it, you know? Oh, Face, we like the Max. There's some minor nitpicks, but we like the Max. Maybe it's all right. Hold on. Let me go look up. Let me go look him up. Hold on. I am tabbed out to go look up. Oh, let's see. No, that guy's too young. This guy is dead. But if you give me a second. William Morgan Shepard. Yeah, that's the guy. William Morgan Shepherd. Just perfect narration voice. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Starlight. That's it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, sure thing, DPT. You'll have to give me a second to finish loading it up. You know, it really honestly should. Like, they need to raise the caterpillar height and then have the floor drop down. And who would that be, Gideon? All right, we'll close this up. Button up the belly of the whale. Or we just have like a nice, like 30s style, like kind of goose thing going on. Who made the goose? What was that? Was that Grumman? I feel like that was Grumman. See, I don't know, Christopher Tim. Gaz. You know, Gaz, that would be nice. That would be so nice. Come on. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Oh, Senate, it's been quite nice. Breaking my 16 rule and actually tossing 32s in here. And like, that's the thing, you don't have to stick with a 224. Like, you know, you can park this thing way off to the side and honestly get more in here. Since you've got the elevator up front. Like, you could get at least... two more 32s right here. Then you've got the back area. Yeah. Nearly 400 if you just, you know, loose cargo it. Yeah, Gek, like, my Caterpillar's not going anywhere. But sometimes it's nice to fly a functioning ship, you know? Like, there are so many issues with the Caterpillar, just flying it hurts my heart. Hey, Mac. But honestly, I'm cool with sticking with the 224s. That gives us room for like a little, you know, vehicle to go somewhere. Oh yeah, Boris. That's what we use for team building. We all share our shame. We can grow closer as a crew. You know what? Maybe we should use the Atlas. I'll give it a go. Yeah, Gaz? I mean, I'm gonna be flying this thing for a while, Gaz. It's a good ship. I like how it doesn't actually make connection. It just decides to, you know. Right, Gek? Now, you know, there is a second bathroom. The Caterpillar has 2 bathrooms. So you don't have to go to the bathroom in front of everybody. You guys remember when the Atlas was good? Okay, you know what? Boom, the Caterpillar's got 2 bathrooms. Oh yeah, J-Fam, it is slow. It's a very slow shift. You're not getting anywhere fast. But I don't need speed. I do need just a hair more room on this cargo. Yeah, Joe, this Atlas is kind of ticking me off. Ever since they slightly changed the way that it works, it hasn't been nearly as effective. Yeah, Seneth, like the little 4 SCU boxes are just a little bit wonky to fit, but you only have to mess with 8 of them. And aside from a few issues for the middle box, they're fairly easy to load. Like, that goes in so easily. It's just usually like the second or third box that has issues. Hey, Michael. Yeah, Raymond, I'll probably just leave it here. Hey, Persuader, you're good, man. You don't gotta apologize. You guys got 1,000,001 things you could be doing instead of watching me. And it's been handling all right so far. Like, the patch is still rough because we're still going on, you know, Friday's patch. Now, Joe, that is what I should be doing with it. Keyword there is should. Yeah, Parker. Truth be told, I might have to go after this myself. I know I haven't been on for a long time, but I got a few things that I need to do. One, I need to go pick up dog food before the store closes. Oh, so Michael, yeah, there's no grid in the middle. So if you notice, like the hazard stripey bits, this is your cargo grid. It's 2 wide, 3 high. There's no grid in the middle. And they've done that so technically it's a dedicated area for like a vehicle, like an Ursa Rover or Cyclone or what have you. Like, you can still freeload cargo in here, it just won't be gridded. Ooh, yeah, Squirrel. Tell us about the giveaway. The thumbnails too while you're at it. Wait, Kino, working blast doors? I don't think I've actually seen those yet. Let me, toss this thing. Just further off. Further off. Keep going. Keep going. Get out of here. There we go. You know, Cerrone, I'd be okay with that. Nice, squirrel. That is real darn nice of you, man. Doesn't Kino? Let's go try that out, shall we? And okay, this is so silly, but I really like this hallway. I love this hallway. Tell you what, Babel, we'll show you. It's the it's like the coverings that go over the glass on the Carrack. There's it. We'll use that. Use it. And for being a big ship, it doesn't feel like it takes a while to get through. Hey, Tayan. Uh-oh. Artex, there's it actually drops down, similar to the Taurus. Oh, is it that? Ha-ha! All right, so you've got a little window for crew morale, and then if you get into combat, or maybe you just don't like what, like, you know, let's say a pirate pulls up to you and they're holding their guns at you through the window, and it's just really traumatizing. You can just tell them to go away. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. Welcome to McDonald's. Oh, it's all right. I'm sorry. Here, I'll do it on this side. It's all right, so you can see it here. Yeah, Gideon, have a good night, man. But yeah, Artec, you give me a second. I'll show you how that cargo works in the middle. I mean, Alex, I didn't even know that. Kino had to tell me, so thank you, Kino. Come on, let me out. And, you know, Persuader, as far as the ladder goes, I think I've just been getting lucky. Because you're not the only person I've heard about it, or having the issue. Alright, so the way you get this cargo in and out is it drops down, and then you can remove it on the sides here. I don't know if I can fall through or not. Oh, I've made a grave mistake. Oh, I've made a grave mistake. There we go. Here, I'll go outside so you can see what it looks like. Yes, Squirrel, meds have been taken. And I'll be honest, I am not the person to ask about thumbnails. I am terrible at art. I usually just tell YouTube to pick a random screenshot from the video and call it there. So yeah, you want to take the front boxes out first so you can get these slide this way past the little engine bits. But yeah, it's got a really nice middle cargo hold. And yeah, it's only too high. Nearly impossible to get anything up a third. We'll take the elevator from the outside. How about that? I hope this thing wins Best in Show next year. Michael, that happens a lot, man. Oh. I guess it's just not going to animate. Oh, Alex, I'm sure you can do 3, but it's a pain to do 3. So, I'm not gonna do 3. Yeah, Buck. I mean, like, at least the top 4. Like, they're all getting the same skin. Delta, technically, they're trying to keep it for a dedicated vehicle, but mechanically, it's so it's not too amazing at cargo for its price tag, I guess. I mean, you can freeload it. You can definitely freeload it. It's got enough room for cargo to sit loose. Hey, APS. Yeah, like Itayan said, like, you can get extra cargo in there. It's just not going to be gridded. Right, Wade? Like, the Caterpillar just needs to be entirely redesigned now. I also like these little vents we have for the engine. Reminds me of, like, the old fastback Mustangs. And yeah, Mac, this is the Starlancer in the Pacific paint, if you care about paint jobs. Invaders, I don't know if you can see the yellow and blue a little bit better now. Like, if we take it to a planet or some sunshine, you can definitely see. You know, Gek, I'm not sure. I'm really thinking about turning my Corsair into the TAC. And I'm not a huge base guy, but being able to build a base would be nice. Yeah, HQ. Like, pretty much any ship built before its gameplay came out needs a massive rework. Like, let's take it to some actual sunshine. Is it daytime in Area 18 yet? Nope. I wonder. What about Lorville? Is it daytime for you, buddy? Yes, it is. No, HQ, that's true. Like, the carrot came out and it was immediately left to the dust. I mean, Michael, I'm kind of in the same boat. The Caterpillar has been so neglected that flying it is just a constant reminder of its inadequacies. Believe me, it's definitely a thing for me. Persuader, I took it into combat a little bit, but the server was so bad that They didn't shoot back. Like, I would like to get shot at a little bit more, but it's probably going to have to wait a patch or two for things to stabilize. Because the cutlasses I was fighting were basically just hanging on for dear life. P.S. Which contract? Hauling contracts? If so, not yet. Not with this ship. Oh, I'm sorry, Scott. Yeah, Babel, the Freelancer's kind of built like a Winnebago, where only one person can be standing at once. It's like, oh, I need to get up. Everybody else has to sit down so I can walk around. That's right, Kino. They stole the pool table. Yeah, Cindy, I was kind of wondering about that. It's like, that's how we keep warm, isn't it? Yeah, you know, Tay, and I was wondering about that. Like, we were exploring it the other night, and it's like, yeah, we've got the extended rooms here, and the punk rooms right here. So I assume it's for captain and co-captain. Yeah, Parker, good luck. Like, if you got deliveries, like, how come these guys get extra storage? Like, that seems rude. Gaz, is that for the Polaris? Oh, sounds like we're here. I don't know, Michael. They said they were going to work on all the RSI ships. Boss, I'm going to have to run back there, but now I'm wondering. I believe so, but let me go find out. Alright, so you walk in, you hit your storage, and, yeah. Looks like it is. I'm not gonna check all 4 of them, but... you'd think you get extra storage in this little space right here, but... Nah. Ah, you're good, boss. Come on. Let me out. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Do you guys want to test the automatic load and unload times? You know, Kivawa, I think my biggest gripe is MFD placement versus buttons that shouldn't be pushed lightly, and the tightness of the grid for the belly cargo. Like, it's a little awkward to get some of the stuff out at times. Because, like, okay, for example, here. Let's say I want to go through this MFD and change it to something else. This button is agonizingly close to the exit key. So I could be going through this, and if I just dip down just a little bit too much, I could either deploy my landing gear, which doesn't really matter, or exit my seat. And if I'm in combat, That could be a problem. Or this. Trying to go through, click all these, and if I go down just a little bit too much, oh no. I've powered the ship off. Which, again, in combat, could be an issue. Oh, look at that yellow. Oh, Phaedrus, look at that, buddy. Look at that yellow. Oh, oh, that's a goose right there. Man. Yeah, that is Tan, the paint is for sale on the website. It might be concierge only right now, but you can always get someone to get it for you if you don't have access to it. Yeah, Aiden, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's a breath of fresh air. Yeah, Parker, like, I gotta pull the Mojave out and see what it looks like in the sunshine.
Quantum travel complete.
Oh, Michael, why not? You've got them stored, right? You know what? I could see that. You know what it kind of reminds me of? The Kodiak from Command and Conquer Tiberian Sun. Now, obviously, it's not a 1-for-1. It's probably like a 0.3 or 1/3 one. But it feels a lot like the Kodiak. It was the command ship of McNeil, incidentally played by Michael Biehn. Yeah, a flat lobster. I could see it. It's lobster-esque. Still not the Drake lobster, though. No, they still owe me a Drake lobster. And I know it's slow, but I feel like its slow speed allows it to have good handling. So I'm not too worried about the speed on it. Hey, biker. Hey, Raxton. Say, Dave. Yeah, Raymond, I tried to take a few. And Gek, that's true. Yeah, Aiden, especially like if you're rocking solo. Like, I don't need 696 SCU to myself, you know? Are they gonna give me a hanger? Am I too far away? Seems to have a fair amount of quantum fuel, too. Yeah, Raymond, why not? Why not? If they'll, give us a hanger. Well, they're really gonna make me be right on top of it, aren't they?
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I think that'll be all right. I do appear to be losing a lot of speed. I don't know if it's the winds or what. That was a little early, but whatever.
Warning. Doesn't stay.
Well, Raxons, I did. There was some shuffling, but yeah. It is in my hangar. An unpacker, I definitely prefer the Starlancer over the Polaris. Now, to be clear, I carry a lot more cargo than I blow things up. So, you know, I'm not objective. I know the Polaris has more cargo, but it's also big. And there's no way I am flouncing about in one of those by myself for hours and hours and hours. But yeah, Artex, it's got to be, you got to make sure it doesn't load shift. Yeah, see, Aiden, I like having the gears like a bit wider out as well. Oh, Via, just think. Send that back up just so it closes up. I just want to watch the door close. Yeah, of course. I mean, like, I want one. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the Polaris is bad or anything like that. Far from it. Like, I love the Polaris. I just... This thing is just... It feels good, you know? Like, even if you're rocking by yourself. Oh, Phil, it is, It's not good. It's not good, buddy. It's... PTU is shaky. Frames are optional.
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Just watch it go down. Yeah, Phil, especially when we got started today, it was rough, man. It was really rough. Ooh. They just tried to Looney Tunes me. Yeah, Scott, those ramps are... Tell you what. After I sell this cargo, we're gonna pull the Polaris just for a little bit to look at those ramps, because I want to see something. Oh God! Talk about FPS. Ooh, I made a mistake coming to Lorville. Good golly. Like, I know it's on me because I came to the city and they're bad. So I've been hanging around stations in PTU. Yeah, power. I mean, I can't blame them, but oof. Oof, my goof. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy more frames for sure. What's the level above concierge? Power, it's just that they're ridiculously long and angled harshly. Which I think they have to be so they can fit inside a hangar. Because, yeah. Like, it would have been better if it just went straight down. It's like a lift. Like a sled. But I don't think they could pull that one off either. There you go, gold. Yeah, investors get money back.
Watch your step when disembarking the train.
All right. Oh, thank you, Ricey. All right, we're gonna see how long it takes to unload, and then depending on how quickly that is, see how long it takes to load. You know, Power, that's a good question. Like, the whole point of an RV having a leveling system, you know? And yet, you're telling me my spaceship doesn't? Oh, Gears, you actually went and looked it up for me. I appreciate that. All right, it's off by 1. Two minutes, 40 seconds. That's not bad. $16. Okay, that's only costing like $4,500. Unload. That's not the worst. All right, 2 minutes and 40 seconds. I guess we can fiddle fart around until that goes through. Now, Power, that's the auto unload, and that's at a city. At a station, the timer is definitely longer. Did they ever fix the typo over here? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? They did. Okay. Okay, so a long time ago, for years and years and years, this third bullet point, Drake Interplanetary Site, Citizen Gun, blah, 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 blah. They spelled sites with an S, like S-I-T-E-S. And I used to make fun of it all the time. And then they finally fixed it one day. Star Citizen, we're just selling some Hephaestonite right now. Honestly, it's more of doing the motions of the trade run to see how the max handles than the actual profit. And it's handling all right. Honestly, Aiden, I have not bedlogged or attempted to bedlog. I do not bedlog. I have issues with bedlogging. And unless it is just an emergency or I have to join someone right that second, I refuse to do it. Because half the time, I have some sort of silly issue with bedlogging, and I figured the best way to avoid it is to not do it. Alright, let's say we want to fill this thing up with 16s. Estimated loaded time, 238. Ain't bad. What about all 4s? 4 minutes, not bad. 5.5 minutes with all SC1. That's not. Oh. Not bad at all. Interesting. Star Citizen, I've got access to the Polaris. I don't own one, but I've got one on my account for testing now, due to Evocati. And it's all right. Like it's nice. It's not my standard thing. Now I haul a lot more than I shoot people, so that's why. Can I set up multiple loads? Allow me to do that. Okay, looks like that's not going to go through till the other one finishes. Or not? Oh, frames are way too bad to be messing around with this. Okay, there we go. So it loaded the scrap, 16s. Minute and a half. Well, good. That's good. That's not bad at all. That's a pretty good time. Yeah, HQ. I don't even gamble with it. Every time I've had to mess with it, it's gone sour. Now we are going to go look at the Polaris right quick for just a few minutes because I want to look at something with the ramp. But after that, I've got to go. No, and Splattercaster, that's fine too. Like, it is just my personal preference. Like, from the issues that I've had with it, left such a bad taste in my mouth. Now, granted, I've done some dumb things with bedlogging, like bedlogging in an NPC Cutlass. Back when you could do that. That was a mistake. Because that's when you're going to reset your whole account just to get access to the game again. I mean, Kino, I like flying the Caterpillar more. I've definitely got more hours logged on it. Has better turret coverage, and I like the design of it. But, I don't feel like Drake has been treated well in the ship design department. And if they're going to continue doing those doofy Corsair-style massive wings with upcoming ships, then we're not in for a good time. Well, Raxtons, I moved a while back, and I've been really lazy about getting the room set up for using a cam, because you've really got to do light treatment and make lighting decent for camera work. And I just haven't gone out and like bought the lights and done all that to make it look decent. Power, are you being sarcastic, or do you genuinely enjoy them?
Welcome.
Oh,
to the
Scott, I
ASOC
hate the
vehicle
wings.
retrieval system.
I hate the wings. I mean, Gold, you really do. You know, my first ship was Misk. All right, I'm gonna
Vehicle
call this up.
selected. Stand by. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Please visit.
And I don't see why not. Yeah, Sandy, that's it. The wings are way too large for serving no purpose. Oh, Raymond, I bet it's not. I bet it's not. Are they...
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Yeah?
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Is it...
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Well, guys, we might not get to see the Polaris until tomorrow anyway. I mean, I guess we could go to Arena Commander, but I want to see the ramps in a hangar. Honestly, it might be best to wait for the next PTU patch anyway.
Goodbye.
Oh no, Michael, that's the crab. Oh, Power, I'm so glad you asked. The Drake Lobster is a real ship in Star Citizen lore. Sadly, no one knows anything about it. We've only ever seen a single sentence concerning the Drake Lobster. And the only known one is a prototype model owned by Silas Corner, the CEO of Consolidated Outland. I keep asking CIG to make the Drake Lobster or to release the lobster every single time I meet somebody from CIG. In fact, I'm so dedicated, I got a lobster tattoo on my forearm. Only tattoo I've ever gotten. Star Citizen, I'm Evocati, so we have it for testing.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Although clearly, I'm having issues pulling it
To
out.
the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
Sounds silly when I say it like that. I do hype. I do have a tattoo, a lobster tattoo. In fact, if you give me a second hype, I will link a picture of it. I will link a picture of this tattoo. Gosh, when was that? That was... That was... Is that back in June or July? Now, granted, remember, it is an actual lobster. Not like a spaceship. I just have to actually find it. Oh, come on.
Please visit us again. Goodbye. Welcome.
Try to pull up the Polaris again, and while it does that, I'll try to pull the Polaris again.
Selected. Stand by.
Ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Be in general. Man, and Discord's having some issues. Aha, here we go. I found it. And I might have to tiny URL this right quick. Because YouTube has issues at times. Alright, try this out. See if this works. Does that open up to it? Yep, that sure does. Alright, yeah. That is my actual lobster tattoo.
Please visit.
And look at that, the Polaris finally pulled. You know, Wolf, no one knows about the Drake lobsters, like how many were sold or not sold. Oh yeah, Aiden. I mean, like, literally, there's one sentence about it. It does not get brought up. I am the only person that really evangelizes the lobster. Oh, I am Star Citizen. That's my arm. I'm looking at this lobster right now. It's somewhat less red because I'm no longer bleeding from getting the tattoo. But... And no, Gek, it's not. I've got this thing against branding when it comes to tattoos. I mean, granted, I've only got one tattoo. But I refuse to have anything that is, like, definitely brand associated. But I still liked the idea of a lobster, so I went, screw it. You know what? I'm gonna get me a lobster. Can I access this from out here? Well, you know, Power, I thought about getting Drake as a temporary tattoo, so I could slap that on for Bar Citizens. And thank you, Foul. Rack, since I don't, I thought about getting a crab. But I've got a dog and a cat, and honestly, those two are enough. Well, Unpacker, the only reason that I got it was because I had some friends and I that went down to a tattoo convention in Oklahoma City. And they dared me to get a tattoo, and I said if someone had a lobster ready to go, because, you know, it's flash art and whatnot, mostly. But if somebody had a lobster ready to go, then I would get a lobster. And by golly, somebody had a lobster. So I was like, screw it, why not? I'll get it. I'll get a lobster. There we go, finally. How do I get up there to punch it? And it was funny because the guy told me he'd been sitting on the art for the lobster for 3 years and nobody had ever gotten it tattooed. Oh, was it by the ground? Oh, that's lame. Gaming, you should go with the lobster. Because one, they're a lot easier to draw than people. And, you know, eventually tattoos fade. And they don't look super pretty when they fade. Come on. Yeah, power. The button should really... Oh, we're gonna do the whole C2 thing, I see. Okay. Okay. Now, Raxons, that's true. You can retouch them. We're having issues. I don't know, Raymond. Sometimes they can, you know, turn themselves around and whatnot. Sadly, Uther, technically, it's a flesh lobster. No rocks, only flesh. Ooh, we're having some bad lag. Yeah, see, Foul, this is my first one. And you know, with the first one, you're always like, gee golly, it's gotta be something super important or something that means a lot to me. And then after like your 5th or 6th one, you kind of go, it's a Thursday. I'd like to get a tattoo. And you're like, what of? Whatever. But for the first one, it's always a lot of deliberation. Yeah, Aiden. I'm a sucker for the Starlancer. Actually, you know what? When this thing landed, it's actually not that bad of a ramp. It's not as steep as I thought it was going to be. That's not too bad, actually. That's not too bad at all. Huh. Honestly, Kino, I have no idea. Pirate refueler, medium salvage. That's not the worst ramp in the world. Yeah, it's not as bad as the C2 ramp. I mean, Scott, I ain't gonna be using it. Yeah, now, Scott, that is fair. Like, the ramp is ridiculously long for the size of the hangar, but it's because they gave this thing some ridiculous ground clearance. Well, I say that. I guess the lower engines do need to kind of be kept off the ground. You guys like how the Polaris has more ground clearance than, like, I don't know, the Carrack? You guys, how do you guys feel about that? That a supermassive, ultra huge patrol ship has higher ground clearance than an exploration ship, which might actually need to land in rocky terrain, where patrol ship would just, you know, not land. I mean, power, that's fair, but it's got to for that big elevator in the back, right? Like for the vehicle elevator. But all right, I'm gonna wrap this up because I've got to go hit the store before they close, and I've got about an hour before they close, and I'm sure my dog would like to eat tonight. Otherwise, she'll be begging for more table scraps, and I will give in to them. Now, Gek, I believe that 100%. We have so many mall crawlers around here that have 6-inch lift kits that have never been off-road. Or, God forbid, the Carolina squat. But all right. You guys have a wonderful night. Hopefully, oh God, hopefully that patch releases and it's a bit more framey tomorrow. We can mess around with the Polaris or something else. So, have a wonderful night. Take care of yourselves. Eat something decent. I'm gonna go do that myself. And as always, until next time, keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.